Yo, what's up? I'm Grizz, and I'm here for Heavenly Delusion episode 3. I've been dying to watch this. Yesterday it came out, and I purposely did not watch it yesterday because I did not have a lot of time yesterday to sit down and actually watch this. I am unsure if this is something that's going to take a long time so I can discuss a lot at the end, or if it's going to be short or not. And just to be safe, I purposely waited till today so I have time. But there's a lot that happened last episode, and I'm assuming a lot's going to happen again this episode, and I guess we're just going to kind of have to get into it. Some of you guys had some interesting comments and things relating to Kira's identity and exactly like what's going on there. I'm very interested to see if they elaborate more on that, or if that's just going to be something that Mario kind of comes around to and understands, or if there is something a bit deeper than the way she presents it on the surface. Also, if we have some more stuff relating to her other self or other past life or sibling or whatever the hell the thing was going on with her lookalike that we saw before. If you like it all, hit the like and subscribe button. They do really mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion afterwards. Leave any comments about this episode or just thoughts in general on the series. Let me know any other shows that you might want to see me watch at some other point. Let's get going though with episode 3. 5 years ago, so we are getting some backstory. So she did. Talked about her killing her brother. That's cool. Oh. That's exactly how she dresses now. This is the guy we saw in the picture, right? Gotta focus on everything around you. You gotta know your area. Damn. Get the monkey meat. Wow. So lame.
ねえ先生、私のカメラにフラッシュついたんだよ。新しいブロマイド作って売ろうよ。じゃあ先生と一枚撮ってよ。僕はいいよ。撮るよ。
Let's go.
隠れて人食いの研究したり、人体実験してるって話だぜ。
Man eaters and experimenting on humans. Ah, how that's so relevant in your future.
寒い。じゃあこっち入る？本当に入るの？どうしたの？
三丁目に人食いが出た。
But he wants to be involved, so he wakes up and he goes.
僕の作った銃もあるし。
His crossbow.
ロビンの役に立ちたいんだ。
Yeah.
思えばこの頃が僕にとっての天国だったのかもしれない。
I like that.
人食い退治したんだって。
Ah, so he was able to kill him.
遊びでやってんじゃねえ。危ねえから来んなっつっただろ。
って怒られたよ。
So I can't go back if there's another.
と合ってる時計はどれかいな。
What a
こ
goof.
れだ。
Oh, she got the rollies. Oh my god.
あいつはシスコンだね。
そうだね。
That's funny, and then she ends up finding another dude later in the future who becomes obsessed with her too. She can't catch a break over here. All these dudes think of her as a sister and always get obsessed with her. I like the fit though. I fucks with it. Like the racing gear and shit. It looks good. So how'd she kill her brother and if he doesn't race? So it's not like they were racing together. Did he just die and she got blamed for it? Oh, he probably tried to protect her and she probably fucking hit him or something, huh? Except you're gonna drive it onto the track. Even more. Oh. I love this. Ooh. It did nothing. Yeah, That's why we had to get such a special fucking gun for the future. Normal things do not work. A simple wink. Not the Space Force jacket, no.
やった、手応えが。
Does he become one? Is this like a same situation as last episode? That's why she was so understanding of it. Right, where there's no cameras, of course. Is he gonna be like hanging on? Yeah. She's just gonna go through it. That's where all the scars come from, that's for sure. Is it only gonna be like half of him though? Yep. This is just her thinking back on all the memories with him. Or is it him with like his life flashing before him and remembering everything? I thought he was just gonna go there. What are these gunshots? I don't know what all this is signaling, but she's walking to the white. He stays in the dock. Oh. They're able to bring him back? No, it has legs. What the fuck is this? First time talking what the way it. I have some thoughts, but I can't 100% tell you what's going on here.
あなたたち兄弟は二人とも瀕死の状態で担ぎ込まれた。残念だったけど、どういう治療をしたにせよ、先生がいなければ二人とも死んでいたと思います。
So is this the human experiment type stuff that they're talking about? Did he combine something? They feel as though they're one, but then they can't distinguish who.
自分が春樹だということ。
So is it like his like brain is in her body, and that's why she.
失った悲しみ、好きな女の体を手に入れた。薄暗い。姉ちゃんの体の怪我が癒え、ある程度動けるようになった頃には、入院から4ヶ月近く経っていた。
Gotcha. Okay. Now it makes a lot of sense.
ロビンならきっと調べられる。どうして僕が姉ちゃんになっているのか。なんで姉ちゃんが死んじゃったのか。
So that's why we're looking for
すみ
Robin.
ません。
ロビンは去年の9月頃だったか。多分殺されちまってるよ。去年この辺で失踪事件が増えて。
Oh my god, dude.
結局 本人もそのまま消えちまった。
So we don't have any proof that he actually died. We're just assuming, and that's why we're on the hunt for him in a way. And they're looking for the doctor too to maybe get answers.
船山孤児院は
どこかよそへ行ったよ。稼ぎ頭だったレーサーが事故で亡くなったり、リーダー格の子が行方不明とかで。
不明消えちまった。
It's all too convenient, isn't it? Yeah, and that's why it's one of those you're gonna be scarred in the end when it comes, though. You find out he's gone.
どこかで生きてる。
Us Robin was behind some of this fuck shit going on.
医者が全部知ってる。
The doctor does, right?
姉ちゃんが死んだ理由も
Ugh.
僕が姉ちゃんになって生きてる理由。
This is perfect though, because now we fully understand why we're doing what we're doing.
こんな話を人にしたのは初めてだ。
一つ確認したいんだけど、お姉ちゃんって呼ばない方が。
Yeah.
そこ？いやいいよ。
I don't think that would affect him too much, yeah.
お互い慣れてるでしょ。
Yeah, you're just used
そう
to it.
いうわけなので、僕のことは男だと思っておいて。
そんな急に。
It's not that easy.
君、ちょっといないくらい美少年だから、すぐふさわしい相手見つかるって。
こんな気が合う女の人見つかんないよ。
それは。
There'll be one when you get to the heaven.
写真の。
That's true, because we're both guys.
稲崎ロビンね。
How do you get the names so
その人の
wrong?
ことはどう。
憧れてもいたよ。
うーん。
だからどういうことだよ。君まだ混乱してるよね。
こんな振られ方したらそれ混乱するよ。
I need some time. Gotta process this
一回
shit.
寝て頭を整理しなよ。
そうする。起きたらこの話も夢になってるかも。何よ、うるさいな。
どうした？
Uh-oh, another one. Oh, we found the fish man.
船長に。
Ugh. Bro, the arms.
人食いだ。
Fuck, dude.
誰も彼も。
Are we gonna get something else, or is it just credits? Oh, there's time. I was about to say, we haven't flashed over once.
これ赤ちゃん？
That's what it looks
この絵
like.
僕にちょうだいよ。
The baby or the
あげ
picture?
る約束だから。
それに僕見たもん。本物の赤ちゃん。
Have you?
本物の赤ちゃんには顔がないんだ。
The fuck did you see?
時をも見に行く？
Guess we're about to find out. This show is great. It's really, really, really good. I'll be honest, before we even get into it, I don't know how much I'm really going to have to say here because like 20 minutes of what we just watched kind of can be boiled down into one thing. But regardless, it was done really well and it's great. So I'm here for it. So to sum it up all nicely, we have Kiru, who I believe who had a brother in the past, and this is like 5 years ago, and they used to do these racing things and stuff to make money or whatever the purpose was. It's besides the point anyways. And they would do this stuff, and she was really good and brings in all this money. And then she had a brother who literally was like in love with her, similar to kind of how Maru is now. And then he also kind of idolized and looked up to this dude named Robin that they found. And then there was a doctor, and the doctor kind of just looked after Kiru all the time after, you know, her races and if she got hurt and whatever else was going on. So that pretty much is why we've been looking for those two people beforehand, is because they've been important in the past. So we need to find them for certain reasons that we'll get into a bit more. Anyways, they're man-eaters, stuff like that going around. And I believe Haruki was the name of the brother. And he basically goes and ended up killing one of the man-eaters before. So he has confidence that he can kill these things and take them on if this ever, you know, arises again and one of them shows up. And he'll be able to protect the people he loves, and he'll be able to be useful for all of them. Because why wouldn't you want to be? That's literally what everybody always wants. So you're gonna, of course, you're gonna try and do what you can, especially if you have history and have success rates in the past. You're gonna try again, right? So he sees one during this big race for his sister, and he goes to protect her in a way by trying to get it off the track and trying to go kill it. It doesn't work, basically. The bullet isn't enough to take this one out. It's probably just a lot bigger and stronger and different than the one that he had before. So he gets kind of eaten up and taken in by this thing, right? Very similar to what we saw in episode 2, with the mom and how her son was like taken in by one and basically got absorbed and became one. And she's like, oh, I can still communicate and all this. So my initial reaction was, oh, this makes a lot of sense, because if the brother gets absorbed into one, maybe she kind of has that sympathy and she can relate to this in a way of somebody just trying to protect and, you know, care for the one that they love, even if they're still in this form and they can view them like that. And it's probably something that she's had to go through before with her brother like that. So I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Well, that's not the direction that they decided to go at all. So that didn't make any sense. Regardless, they show up, see the man-eater, everybody tries to go away to go get help, and she notices it's her brother that's getting absorbed and eaten by this thing. So she takes action instantly and tries to drive this car right through it and kill this thing. What a good sister, right? Of course, that's what you're going to want to go out of your way and do, and you're going to need that. And the process here, though, she like kind of goes right through the thing and like flips over and hurts herself on the ground. We see she's pretty messed up and pretty scraped up, which I think signifies the scars that she has on her body. So that makes a lot of sense where all of those now came from. So now we're getting a lot of answers that we need. We're having less and less questions, but more and more answers coming in, which is really good. It looks like she's going to probably be able to somehow kill this thing. And the brother is getting absorbed and she's able to like kind of free him, but it's only like his arms. It's like half of his body really, right? So leaving you under the impression that the brother's just going to die and she was all good. And that's why she's just kind of doing things that her brother might have wanted before, like trying to just follow along and has to carry the burden of her brother. Well, that's not the case either. So apparently she got absolutely fucked up in this fight with the man-eater, and she basically was about to die too. So her and the brother was about to die. So it's either lose two people or let's experiment on humans and create one. So that's exactly what the doctor does. He takes the parts that are still basically viable for all of them, and the sister, her entire body basically is in a good enough shape that we can save her, because the brother has no arms and no legs and nothing, right? He's just upper body at this point. We need to do something about him, and we need to, you know, save him somehow, because she's not going to be safe. So I'm guessing she sustained an injury to the head somehow. And the only thing that really made sense was inserting his brain inside of her body. So we get answers for last episode about the reasons why she possibly feels like a guy on the inside, because it's the mind and the thought process and everything like of the brother. And that's why, despite the body, despite everything that's going on, it doesn't matter because of the way that he feels, right? And that's the whole reason why Maru and Kira would never end up working, because it's two people who are into the same exact things. It doesn't really work. We also got to, I guess, get more understanding now. That's why the brothers seem to be so lustful towards the sister before. That's why the whole kiss scene in the mirror probably happened, because the face is identical to the sister, despite the brain and thought process being different. Also, that one scene, I don't know, was the brother doing the dirty with the sister body. I think that's what that was, but I don't want to say 100% that was, because I couldn't really tell, but I believe that's what was happening. So Buddy's kind of sick. I understand it is a lustful thing, I guess, in a way, of desiring to see like somebody else like that. But it's your sister, bro. I don't know. You gotta be better. He was young, I guess, but you gotta be better, brother. When he woke up, though, he actually had no idea that the sister was dead or that anything happened with the sister. He thought that the sister was fine in the fight, similar to, I guess, how I kind of felt. And presenting that idea to the doctors of like, what is going on here? Everybody thought that he was crazy, because I don't think any of them actually knew about the experiment or the like transfusion between the two, I guess, that ended up going on. So the only person who actually understands that is the doctor, in which Kiro had a connection with, and the only person who possibly probably understands what happened to the sister and if she died and what was going on within that fight is Robin. But the problem is neither of them are to be found. Robin's suspected to be dead, had of murdered, and he's disappeared and nobody can find him. We don't know where the doctor is either. So that explains fully why we have these pictures, why we are looking specifically out for these people. The whole journey, I guess, Kira is going on in order to find the doctor, find Robin, and exactly what she's looking for. It also makes a lot of sense now with the picture from last episode about the kart race and talking about killing the brother and all this other shit that ended up going down, and why it made perfect sense for Kira to be like, that's not me, because it literally wasn't. As far as, you know, memories and everything in the brain's going now, it literally wasn't him. So it also makes plenty of sense. So just really, really cool. We basically just answered, though, everything that we've built up in the first 2 episodes. Not everything. There's still plenty more, but we answered a lot of that stuff. And I don't believe we posed any new questions here, because the only thing that really got posed in this was Doctor and Robin, where are they? And it was already suspected that there's a chance that they could be dead, right? Because, of course, if you can't find these people and haven't found them in a while, we just didn't know Kira's connection to them. But now we could fully understand, so it all makes perfect sense. So now our goal, I guess, is just continue to lug towards heaven and find them two possibly at some point and see if they're dead or not, and see if we can get some extra answers about what exactly went down. The only real thing that we got like brought up to that's like, what the hell is this about? The end scene. We never actually moved over and focused on the people inside the heaven and what was going on with them. And one of the girls basically says that babies don't have faces and that they can actually go and view one and see what that's about. So I'm assuming we're going to get more of understanding behind human experimentation and what's going on with them in there. Maybe a little bit next episode, or just at least a look into it, kind of, which will be cool. But I think that's very, very obvious about what's going on. Is there's experimentation that's causing man-eaters and experimentation that's causing supernatural beings of like just humans and what's going on with them. So really cool to see that we are, progressing forward here, but I absolutely love that. The second episode was so good at presenting us with so many new things and wanting to understand more and know what's going on, and kind of just leaving you questioning, like, what the fuck is this? Whereas this episode was more of a thank you for answering all of my questions, but now I need to see more and get you really in. So this is one of those perfect situations where you're 3 episodes into something. I don't know how anybody realistically could be watching this through 3 episodes and be like, I don't want to continue this. Like, it's fantastic to me. It's fascinating too. Like, I really don't know how. I guess if you're not into these type of stories or whatever, but I don't know. I absolutely loved it, and I'm very, very happy to be here and sharing this experience with everybody. So thank you if you are here. Appreciate that. Leave any comments if you have them about this episode, about the series. Leave a like and subscribe. They do mean a lot to me. Follow me Twitter, my anime list. Both links are in the description. Check out the other videos on the channel. Let me know if there's something that you want me to watch eventually down the line. I'll be back for episode 4 definitely next week. You have a good one. See ya.